Hey Fletcher, what's up, buddy? Just going through some video analysis and review, and I wanted to talk about just briefly about your kick serve here. You got a great, you're developing a really good kick serve for your age. So I just want to say that you have a good loading position here. Just be careful with your elbow. We talked about this in our last lesson. You don't want this elbow to drop too low. So I'm going to keep that elbow up. Don't let that thing sink too low. Try to maintain a nice line between your left shoulder, your right shoulder, and your elbow. So you drift a little low here in the power position. This racket entry here is so much better. I don't know if you remember, but before you were having some issues where the wrist was extending back this way, and you were kind of flopping the racket back that way, and the strings were facing the sky. And now that's looking just so much better. So look at this entry here. Much better. You're still a little bit palm up here. If you see that, the racket is facing up. Try to turn that racket towards your back as much as you can, but I don't think you're losing that much power from that, if any. Possibly you could rotate, you could supinate your wrist or turn your wrist slightly towards your towards your back. So the strings, the palm could face your back here, but I think you're still getting a good upward position of the racket. Yeah, very good. This is, I think this is acceptable, but, some coaches would say this is a little bit palm up, racket face up. You can see that here. But I think it's not you're not going to lose power from that as long as you're getting as long as the racket gets in a good position with the edge leading up here, which it does. Maybe you could close that a little bit. Look at this explosion, like very good ups, like very good explosion, athletic leap up to the ball. And yeah, this is this is fantastic for your age. Around around 10 years old, for anyone around 10 years old, and this is really excellent. Look how the legs drive the racket down here. Look how you leave the ground and the racket is still lagging here. This is so many kids struggle with this. This is awesome. So here you're exploding up and the racket is chasing your legs. This is the way it's supposed to be, buddy. It's probably why I have such a good kick. Load, explode from the legs. The racket starts to drop. You're fully extended here. This is awesome. Fully extended here, and the racket, look where the racket is. The racket is the opposite way, that way, and it's getting, like the internal shoulder rotators are getting fully stretched here, along with other complementary muscle groups there. Maybe in the pectorals and the forearm muscles, even possibly the wrist. And look how high you are in the air here, and the racket still has not reached the ball. And this is an awesome delay. And then this is going to go fast up to the ball. This is in slow motion, but from here, this is going to go fast. It's almost like you're even a little bit late, which is very rare, maybe slightly late. Like you may go up, hit your top point, like you may want to hit it about here. And then you just kind of hanging in the air. You got good vertical, and you're just kind of hanging in the air, and then you hit it, where your legs are now bent. Check that out. You kind of want to try to get, maybe you'd like to hit it about here, like maybe here. So you're actually on the other side, where most kids are way early in their racket drop. You might be slightly late in getting that racket up to the ball. And then sometimes you just hang in there. So there could be a little power leak on that end, but that's pretty rare. This is where you don't want, ideally you don't want a kind of folded position here. And here you're going to see that your body starts to lean to the left. This is a big issue with your posture. You got to get that posture right. You might lean a little bit left because it's a kicker and your toss is slightly left. It's not extreme left, but this is, I think, too extreme. Look how your leg comes out here. Look how your body's going there. Your upper trunk is going there. Your legs coming out here towards the camera. It's too much. this very good internal shoulder rotation here. I like this. This shows that there was a lot of acceleration. Look at the body here. Then you try to iron it out, and somehow you're holding up your whole body on that left leg, but your whole body's going to the side. Your body should be going straight, and your head should be up here. Your head should be up here somewhere, and you should be looking down court here with a very stable head and a very steady head. So this is like a big collapse that we've talked about. You got to work on this. And then look, now you come up here after. But look, too much. But some really cool things in terms of the drop here. Like, this is very exciting at your age, 10, as you get into the 11 and 12-year-old ages. Like, this is rare and awesome. Look at that. Like, that's like, you see ATP pros that look like that. So super job on that, buddy. Keep working hard. I know you're worried about that elbow position. I'll send you the power serve video because you are much lower with your elbow on the power serve. It's actually better on the kick. Thanks, buddy. See you at summer camp.